This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
So I've been wondering, do the earthen have rock hard nipples? Do they have like jewels for nipples? Also, are they always just rock hard, period? And why the fuck does Dornagal have a crotch?
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere! Thralls Balls. The World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Gershom and Woolly. Oh, what's up, swingaz, with brand new background music, because if you listened to last week, you couldn't fucking hear us at all. That was awful. From the tbhq in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to Thralls Balls, episode number 152. I'm Woolly, the destructive, hell-calling king of bullshit warlock. That's a lot of words. I'll pare that down. And here with me, as always, is Gershom, the sassy-ass pack-leading hunter. Maybe I'll get rid of destructive in mine. I don't know. We also have an awesome guest with us today. BoomyNation. Hi, Boomy.
Yo, what up?
Yo,
What up?
I'm so rock hard for the guest, dude. Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Hi, Boomy.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, bro.
How's everyone doing?
Doing pretty damn good here. I'm fucking with the music to get it to work right.
What are you using? I can't hear it. What is it? Is it like the in?
You can't hear it at all?
No.
It's the same program as I used before. Here, let me turn it up just for a second so you can hear it. It'll be the main feature for a moment. Do you hear it now?
Yeah, did you make that?
Sort of. There is
Okay.
a program in Windows called Music Maker Jam. I use that, and I just suddenly realized I'm recording the same fucking thing in two places. Whatever. Leaving it. No, I'm not. That's a problem. Getting rid of that. And instead, doing that. Because I had it playing from the wrong instance
That's
of
why I
the
couldn't
OBS
hear it. Now
I'm
I can
using.
hear it. Yeah.
Yep, I
There-
fucked up.
There
I
it is.
fucked up.
We all fuck
Everybody-
up, Bob.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I? Oh, yeah. BoomyNation is here, the big bearded man himself. You may know him from the content he does on YouTube. He covers Star Wars: The Old Republic. He covers World of Warcraft. We'll ask him all that in a second. But we were chatting before the show, and this gentleman is basically the Mr. GM of the Star Wars The Old Republic community. Hello, Boomy. How you doing, bud?
Yes. I am doing great, my friends. Hope everyone's doing great out there in World of Warcraft land.
Oh, fuck yeah. So I sort of alluded to it. You do video content for World of Warcraft and for the Old Republic for SWTOR. Is there other content you cover?
Sometimes I just do random stuff. I'll do scary stories, or I'll just, if I have a random thought, I'll pull over, find a forest, and just hit record. But that's pretty much about it.
Every time I pull over and hit record next to a forest, there's usually police sirens in there somewhere.
Yeah, you have to know which forest to go to.
You have
Sir,
to know.
why
so
are
this
you
is
doing that?
Sorry, this is a Chicagoland thing. Boomy, have you ever heard this? That if you pull in, like, so if there's a parking spot and you back into it, there's like this old Chicago legend that means that you're there for sex. And if you're parked like a normal person, you're not. So maybe Wooly was parking backwards for sex. I don't
I'm
know.
No,
never
I
parked
was
a different way.
I was definitely fucking a knothole in a felled tree.
Oh, I mean, I've
No,
seen some
I
interesting
wasn't.
things in the forest reserves out here, so
I was not doing that,
my
but
car
you could
sideways
use.
now.
You could definitely use the you know how it gets kind of wet and squishy. No, nobody out here. Don't fuck trees, people.
Splinters, damn it.
So, got some questions here for you. Typical
Shoot,
interview
baby.
questions, but they're a little strange, I guess. I only made a few of them. I don't know if Gershom wants to ask one or two of them here. She's got the notes. Oh, I didn't put them in your version of the notes, did I?
No, I have them.
Oh, sweet. Well,
You're good.
do you want to just go back and forth? I asked the first one. You want to ask the next one?
I mean, I mean, you can go ahead. They're your questions. If I
Alrighty.
think of something, I'll just jump in. You know how I am with the
Sure.
interviews. Like, I just
That's fair.
yeah.
Well, I guess then how long have you been making your content, man?
Oh God, I've been making my content for well over 10 years now, from
Jesus.
World of Warcraft podcasts from back in yonder day during the height of the podcasting when a lot of the big boys started.
What podcast was that? What was it called though?
I believe it's called the Lore Walkers. Could be wrong. It's been over 10 years. Then I was on the
wow.
Boomy and Jager show. Then I was on the Boomy show. Then I decided I'm just going to go to YouTube.
Hell yeah,
So-
man.
That's a big jump. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I
Do you
did
mind
Twitch
if
for a little bit
I
too.
interject with one of my questions and just ask, like, why did you decide to do that? Like, I mean, editing podcast is hard enough for me. Even when Woolly was on paternity leave, I'm like, bro, you're gonna have to at least edit this. Like, I'll host it and stuff. Like, I can do like the front facing shit, but that behind the scenes shit, like, what made you decide to even elevate to like that challenge? And I'm sorry for interrupting, Woolly. I said I would butt in. My
You
bad.
are totally fine.
Honestly, I find it to be easier than taking you, and Woolly would know, y'all would know, you take an hour-long podcast, takes you 2.5 to 3 hours to edit the whole thing, shove it up onto the internet. And I found taking that jump from just straight audio to audio and video, because I have a background in that in video engineering anyways, or musical engineering. It's one of my first degrees. So I'm somewhat used to how that works a little bit. So I found the jump to be somewhat natural, with the learning curve here and there, but I actually enjoy it far better having the camera on me. I'm an introvert, but if you put the camera on me, let's go, baby.
I'm kind of
Hell
the
yeah.
same way. That's so funny. Like, personally, I'm shy, but like, if you want to take pictures or do videos, I'm like, yay! Like, all of a sudden, I'm the life of the party. It's so fun.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of content creators out there are rather introverted, but they don't come across that way in their shows.
Oh yeah.
Like Hazel, for example. I've heard her say on her stream and in her videos that she herself is a little withdrawn, but then here she's streaming to thousands of people. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's
It-
that
it-
digital separation. It's that screen. They're not real people. If you put us in a room with like 1,000 people looking at us on a stage, you know, personally, I'm gonna piss myself.
Oh, I would love
Like,
that.
I'm not into this at all.
I don't find it that hard.
Huh.
I was in
That's what
music
she said.
for a while, so yes, that is what she said. But I was in music for a while, and someone always told me, and I take it right to the content creator spaces. They're here to see you. If you screw up, own it and keep going. I'm like, okay. So that's the
Hell
wisdom
yeah.
I pass on to
That
everyone.
is true too. I have no
That-
idea how many times Woolly, possibly, not to speak for him, but myself as well, have like sent out like a mass apology, like, oh no, this sounds so bad, I stumbled through this, and people are like, you're overthinking it, bro. Like, we listened, it's
Yep.
cool. Like, you don't have to overthink it.
100%.
That
Yeah.
concept is actually where the kid skid came from. She has kids, I have a kid now. We decided a long time ago that if a kid is going to interrupt, we're not going to try to pretend they're not there. You steer into the skid. That's why it's called the kid skid. Like, oh,
That's why,
sorry,
yeah.
my kid's
So
in
that
here.
is why
Gotta-
that's a hashtag kid skid, because it was happening a little too often with me before Woolly's daughter was born. And I know you have a kid too, Boomy, and I do want to, maybe I have one question about that, but yeah, like, I would literally, like, I might have to do it right now, and I'll just say kid skid and run away, and everyone knows what's happening.
See, that's what editing's for. That's where I get very anal retentive with my editing. If I hear any noise that might be ghostly or kidly or whatnot, it's like, hold on, let me go really close and delete. Bye. So
yeah.
Do you mind touching for a second on like what it's like to be a content creator then on that level, and having a daughter? Like, if you don't want to talk about your family, that's fine. We can edit this out too. But I was just wondering, like, since we all have kids and we're all on that like level, and I think several of our listeners, have kids, and other creators have kids. Like, I just heard the other day that the average age of the WoW player is like 30 plus. So
I think that's
a
young.
lot of us have kids, but
That's because we've been playing this shit for 20 years.
right,
Seriously.
yeah, right. I'm 41, so I get it, yeah.
It's like when Scott Johnson came back and I saw the instance was back, I automatically felt old when his son is now 24. I'm like, oh my God, really? It's like, damn.
Well, it's like going to the store and seeing like you must be born in this year to buy alcohol, like, and you're like, wow, I could have had
And it
you
starts
if
with a
I
2.
fucked up. Like,
Or when they don't card you anymore, you're like, damn it.
they're the worst at carding in Chicago. I'm like, you guys are so silly and cute, but here you go.
That
No,
happened to me the other day. I was with some friends for one of their birthdays. I go up to the bar, I order a beer, they don't card me. Another person who was there goes up to the bar, they card her because she's like, I don't know, 22. And I'm like, I'm old.
Yep. No, I get that. When I say going back to your question, it's all about timing. Usually when they're asleep, I'm here. So I take what silence I can get and do what I can within that silence. So
That's what
Nice.
you gotta do.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, my daughter is with my parents because there was some concern with my wife that she might get stuck at work for like, she didn't even know how long, for an extra 8 hours potentially, because to keep it a little not revealing of stuff, there's somebody she works with who has been not showing up, and they called in today, and she was concerned, but then she ended up making it home, except I'd already pulled the trigger. So my daughter's with my parents right now, and the time you get for that is just,
I hope
You
to
gotta
God
do
she's
it.
taking a nap. That's what I would do if my daughter was 5.5 months old, bro. I'm like, I'm sleeping right now. Maybe pump and then sleep.
yeah,
Yes.
she's better be up there sleeping. She is constantly tired.
I feel that.
She has a newborn daughter, dude.
Yeah.
And that's taxing on your body too. Like, no offense, I know both parents get tired, but as a girl, whew, like even like all this stuff, if you're doing it or not, you know, personal opinions, whatever aside, nursing, giving birth, your lack of sleep, schedule, trying to work, the hormones are raging. No matter what you're doing, it's exhausting for a long time.
A baby is a cake, bro. I went to the store, I got the eggs, milk, sugar, jizz, and she is the one who cooked the cake. So she's gonna be more
Yeah, there
tired.
goes the jizz drop. What he said, do it randomly.
Except, oh, apparently Hot Dog Sabrit is a hot dog brand. I did not know that. No, she fucking did the hard work. So, all right. So we already found out. You already said how you got into WoW content, that you were playing it and it just felt natural. So how did you get into WoW itself, and what is your main?
Oh, literally, like, I would always make fun of my friend who was playing WoW. Like, this is during the Wrath days, because I'm a Cata baby. And I would always make fun of them, and I'd go buy a computer, like, I'm not one of those WoW people. And then,
Oh no.
I know, then I saw a cinematic. And I love deep stories and everything. I'm a writer as well and all that stuff, so that is like my world. And then I got hooked. And then I downloaded.
Which
And-
cinematic was it? Was it the Deathwing one? Was it
No,
like
it was the vanilla.
Oh, no shit. The
Yep.
OG.
That is iconic.
It
And
is
then
so good.
then
I
I,
still watch it from time to time.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
And then I just went on a rampage of watching as much as I could. And like I said, I bought it, downloaded everything, and I got in when Deathwing was doing his thing, and I have not stopped. Well, I took a break every once in a while, but then and here we are to this day.
Did you
14
get
years
later.
Did you get the Deathwing achievement? The don't stand in the fire when he flies over like zones of the game and
I did
Kills
not get that
everything.
one. I got in right when the last raid,
oh, gotcha. Okay.
last patch went live.
Nice.
Was he not flying around anymore during Dragon Soul?
I don't remember seeing him. I think that's be something
Huh.
in my core memories.
Because I got that achievement on accident. I was questing in, I don't know, one of the deserty zones, and then I'm dead. What the
Maybe.
fuck? Oh, Deathwing. Hi.
I'd have to go back long into my.
They recreated that with Ferox too in Dragonflight, and I have to say it wasn't the same.
No.
Was not the same vibe. It was cute, but I was like, oh, that's cool, that's nice. But it was like, why are you still standing in the fire or something like that? And Ferox laughs at you really bad. Like, I made a point of this one time. He laughs for like 5 minutes. He's like,
we are experiencing technical difficulties, motherfucker.
what the fuck, Craig?
All right, so I'm not really sure at what point Craigbot decided to leave, but Craigbot left the channel. I don't know how much of our conversation was gone. Boomy pointed it out to me. So guess what, guys? You probably just heard a static and then some music and something about technical difficulties. Whatever, we are back, and I guess I'm just going to bring it to what then is your main that you play in WoW?
My main is a warlock.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes. My
I
Destro.
assume you're playing Destro, huh?
Hell yeah.
Fuck
Shoving
yeah.
my chaos bolts up people's holes.
The superior warlock spec, although right now I gotta say Affliction is in a much better spot. Gotta say, like, a Destro should be great for AoE. It is not great for AoE right now. It should be.
not.
It's not. It really
Aw,
isn't.
The next
Like-
one I'm gonna level is my Destro lock after I'm done with my hunter.
Make sure you have Channel Demon Fire talented and the one after it. Even though Icy Veins says not to, they're wrong. Listen to Kalamazzi. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. If you're going through dungeons, you want Channel Demon Fire, because you know what? Cataclysm's cooldown, too long. You want to throw a shitload of Rain of Fires out? Cool, but you can't do that every 4 seconds. So, you're just gonna put all those withers out and try to maintain them? Cool, that's fine. You're hitting your malevolence? Cool, now they're ticking down. What are you gonna do while they're ticking down? Hit your fucking Channel Demon Fire, bro. Do it.
I just
I
let
don't
all
wanna
my
go
green
too
fire go
far
and
off
destroy.
the- Oh, sorry, Boomy. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I was just saying, I just let all my green fire go and destroy all those in front of me because they dare be in front of me.
How long? Okay, so you got the green fire. Did you do it during Pandaland? Because I
Yes.
did not.
I did, and it took me 20 tries.
Nice. I did it during WOD, and it should have been easy. It wasn't, because even as recently as WOD, I didn't have the skills to pay the bills to play the game, barely understood the class. To this day, I am positive that it's a combination of the green fire final fight thing and the mage tower that got me to a point where I feel comfortable with the class.
Right, yeah.
All right, well, what race is your warlock?
Human.
Human
Female.
Human female.
My warlock was originally a human female, and she's never changed her name. I always, way back in the day, played her, and this was so long ago that I actually had a little bit of money and was able to pay for like race changes and stuff. So she started as a human, she went to an orc, and now she's a troll. I had rolled the human, I think, for the racial that they don't have anymore. Was it diplomacy or something like that?
Something about rep.
They get the extra rep.
Yeah.
That they used to have. So like my brother actually helped me roll her. I think, forgive me, Swingos, I think the Swingos have heard the story before, but I know Boomy hasn't. So like I was drunk on the phone with my brother one night, and I was like, I need to roll a new tune. What do I do? And he's like, dude, roll a warlock. They're amazing. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, get the human. So I'm like, okay. Like, this character is basically my brother's. Like, no matter how many like skin changes she goes through, it's so funny. He even named her, so her name is Choasby.
Nice.
We were drunk as fuck, and he's like, name her Choasby, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? Choasby? And he goes, yeah, like you got Choasby. So that is still her name to this day.
That's
And this
hilarious.
this was in like, I think I rolled her in like, gosh, a Wrath or Kato for sure. So yeah, long story, but that one. Human Warlock. Fuck yeah, dude.
Honestly, Vestin, my warlock, the one I've had forever, also started as a human. And when I can make him a Drakthir, I'm going Alliance because I love the Horde, but I'm on Proudmoore. The Alliance community is insane on Proudmoore. I want to be there.
Alliance is the only way.
Shut the fuck up.
You Hordes.
How
Stick
can
to
you have
yourself.
a beard
Woolly,
like
you
that
play
and
as
be
much
pro-Alliance?
Oh my gosh.
I do not play as much Alliance as
You said
Horde.
that. Oh no, this is funny to me. Okay, you said a couple of weeks ago you were like, "God forgive me for raiding Alliance," and I'm like, "We were in Uno Mas together. You were raiding Alliance. Like, it's okay.
It's
You don't
always
have to
been
have
Horde
God
at heart.
forgive you. It's okay."
Please, Light forgive me. Not Light from WoW, I mean Light Yagami. That dude, if he's got your number, you're fucked. Death Note, anybody?
Kira.
Alright, well, so, I gotta know. We talked about beards last week, and you sadly were not here for that.
And I heard you shaved yours off. What the hell?
I had no choice. I was trying to groom it, and I fucked up. And then one thing led to another, and my face became 10 years younger.
This happens.
But how
with
long
men
have you
who
been...
shave all the time? Sorry, go back to your beards.
Yeah, how long you been growing that, Hoss?
The year was 1833.
It's
was
been
cold.
84 years.
Cue the slow banjo music.
Oh,
Ding,
no.
ding, 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 ding. There I was, West Virginia. Oh fuck, how long have I been growing you? Tell me. Years? In different stages, and then I just decided to become a man and let it grow naturally. And I
Talking to your beard.
prune it like a bonsai tree. I've always had this one saying when people ask me about beards, because I make beard products. I can send you some Woolly when you decide to beard up again. A beard is like a relationship on your face. If you take care of it, it will take care of you.
Boomy the beard speaker.
Does it help keep your face warmer in our harsh Midwestern winters out here?
Funny thing, I had someone ask me that when I was in downtown, and I said, dude, I've had this thing on for so long, I couldn't even tell you what it's like without it.
Probably
Oh,
don't.
wow.
I don't feel the difference.
So
Except
it
when it's
doesn't
windy.
get like gross and overly sweaty in summer though?
No, I
Why
take
are
care
we
of
always
it.
doing beard talk? This is a beard podcast now.
We came into this knowing we were going to bring up beards because this man, look for his YouTube videos, look for his reaction thumbnails. You can see the beard.
My
It's
9-inch
there.
beard.
Yeah. I'm not even going to make a penis joke, except I
Oh.
just did.
I was talking about my beard, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cock beard.
Cock beard. Da 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 da
okay.
da da. Cock beard.
I don't want to go on too much of a tangent, but I need to explain that. All right, so when I was in college, in the winter breaks, we would all go back to our shitty little hometown and hang out, right? We went to different schools, we came back. Somehow, we ended up drunk. It was like 2 a.m. watching the Home Shopping Network, but it was also like an adult, not the Home Shopping Network, like a home shopping show, but it was like an adult toy show that was going on. And for some reason, they had this, for whatever fucking reason, they had this product that they called the accommodator. It was really just something you strap to your face that was a long dick hanging off of your chin.
I have seen those.
So we just called it Cockbeard, and we just kept laughing our asses off, and we woke up our friend's mom, who wasn't even there with us, by the way.
That is crazy. So you could like ride a dude's face and get fucked at the same time.
Cockbeard!
Yay.
Cockbeard.
That sounds great.
Yours only for $19.99.
Oh my god. Oh, $19.99. That's not bad for a sex toy. Sorry, I'm a single mom. It is what it is.
Well,
Battery is
I
not
don't-
included.
I don't think this one was battery operated. It was just a
Rechargeable,
boner
bro. Oh, it's
pointing
just
off
like
a
a
guy's
piece
chin.
of cock hanging off your beard. It's like some
Yeah.
rubber cock beard.
It's almost like that episode of South Park where Butters had balls on his chin, except this is a dick.
I put balls on my chin for them. Okay, if the episode name isn't Cockbeard, I'm gonna die. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be. I've been thinking we need to have the episodes have more of a Warcraft name to them, so people won't be like, "What the fuck is this?" and leave.
No.
But whatever, we are who we are.
Yes.
We are who we are.
All right, Kesha,
Anyway,
calm down.
what have we been up to in WoW this week? I want to hear from Boomy first.
Dude, I the campaign.
You did what? You cut out.
Oh, I just finished the campaigh.
With the endgame campaign too.
Yeah, I had early access and everything, but I was too busy doing all the side quests. I squirreled because, holy shit, this expansion. I'm just like,
I haven't
go,
finished it yet.
Yeah, it's good, and I need to do it because I'm a content creator, so I need to get all my B-roll. But I love it. But that's what I've been doing campaign and just going through the massive. I can go on for hours about this story that is just this opening segment of this expansion. I'm loving it.
I will say.
Oh, sorry, Willie, go ahead.
Sorry. All I will say is the end of the campaign got spoiled for me, and I'm aware that I now look like a gigantic asshole. Continue.
I was gonna ask Boomy, so like, I'll get into that later, but like, I'm not even 80 yet, and I'm barely finishing the Ringing Deeps because I got so lost in side quests.
Right?
But just to like narrow it down a little bit, do you mind mentioning like a few of them, or like favorite maybe feelings you had, or things that you were enjoying like the most? Because I have several points here. Honestly, I'm trying to still organize them. I'm like cutting and pasting right now as we talk because I cannot organize all of it into like a box. So like, what were some of your favorite, not necessarily specific moments, although if you have favorite specific moments, that's awesome, but also like your favorite like feelings. What are you really getting out of these side quests? Like your big thoughts, your you know, the deep thoughts about them.
So I'm gonna throw out that quest that I've heard a lot of people been talking about with the Stone Bros and the Unbound, when he had to help Mr. Guy go to the seashore, because that's where he wanted to self-delete and all that jazz. And I was sitting back playing it, and I was going through the quest, and I was reading the quest dialogue, which, you know, you should read it, people. And I just stopped, sat back in my chair, put my whiskey down. I'm like, oh my God, are they touching a subject which I think they're touching on? That one hit me in the feels. I will say, because my memory sucks with like names and all this jazz, but of all the quests I've done, that one especially, Blizzard, Chris Metzen, thank you for being back. You get, what's the word I'm looking for? You get so sucked into the stories, even like the small ones, that like, oh, what was the quest? He had to help some panda chick out with the mist, and he had to go really deep down somewhere in the ringing depths, or deeps, but I like depths better. And he had like those mist crawler dudes with the single eye, and they're like, F off, leave us alone. We're like, okay. I'm like, dude, why don't we just leave these people alone? Come on, Blizz. Why? But I that one, yeah, the Stone Bros one, I'm just like sitting back, and everything with Magni and all that jazz, I'm just like, bravo, Blizzard. You got this beard. You got him in the feels.
So not to take away from you, because we can definitely jump back into like what else you were doing, what else you were thinking, but just overall, I will agree with you that and there's a lot of quests like this. Like as you go through, you will find a lot of quests where there's these like pairs of dwarfs, right? And eventually you get to one where they call themselves fused. So there's these dwarves going through things that are kind of akin to like memory loss or dementia, right? Things like that. And so when we came into the game, we were kind of told, especially at BlizzCon too, like, oh, like these earthen just have their oaths and that's it. No, every single one of them is coming to life, all of them. It's not they're all turning unbound. That's what you're starting to find out, right? Like, spoiler alert, as you go down into the Ringing Deeps, you're around Kaz, like the whole zone. Like I haven't even really gotten into like Hollowfall or anything, but like basically almost every dwarf you run into is having some sort of like like
crisis.
kitsch in their head or process. Yeah, like
Yep.
there's a lot of them. There's the one in the Ringing Deeps where he's like, I'm gonna give this funeral recitation, I'm gonna be the priest, and then I'm gonna go run off and run away because I hate this shit. I've been feeling called to do something else and I don't like it, and I'm gonna go running off. And he's like, meet me at the bridge after the funeral. And you're like, okay. And you go over there, and his fused, I would say, like, for lack of a better word, his wifey is standing there with her arms all crossed looking mad. And she's like, oh, you thought that he was going to get away from me? We need to go save him. And you go save him because he's getting attacked by something. And so you rescue him. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to tell you. I felt this need to run away. And she's like, so do I. And they go running off together. Like shit like that. Like it's happening all across the globe of Kazalgar. Like that's just cool. I just wanted to like extrapolate on that for a second.
No, I think when it comes to just the title of this expansion, The War Within, it's touching on so many levels, especially with the opening cinematic that we got at BlizzCon. Like they are just balls out going to touch on everything, and I am here for it. And I think they've done it so far blendedly and masterfully that it's great.
I agree. You couldn't have said it better.
Well, hell yeah. So that's what you've been up to, is the campaign there?
Pretty much. Now it's done, I can go back to getting more Sojourner achievements.
There you go, bro. Gershom, how about yourself?
Oh wow. I mean a lot. I'm trying to think like technically or emotionally, because I know I touched on some of the emotional stuff. I will say I've been doing some delves. I've cleared like tier 3 of delves, so like I can go on to the 4th one now, and that's just been fun, you know, hanging out with Bronzebeard, who's one of everybody's favorites. Obviously that's why he's there, but like I was trying kind of hard to make a meme and it just wasn't capturing the feeling, but basically like him saying like, those webs will spawn Nerubians, don't stand in them. Like that dude is gonna come slap the shit out of me because I keep standing like I keep standing in the fire. So it's funny. I love hanging out with Bron and like hearing him say like his funny lines, and he's like, oh, you need a wee bit of a rest, and like just learning the delves has been fun. I did one follower dungeon so far. I did the Rookery, which was cool, and then like at the last minute you end up liking that Baelgrim guy who leads you through it, and like so he was the one, he's like, I'm the Oathsworn and we're gonna go out to the Freywold and find the Unbound out there. And then like obviously the female earthen lady is they have some sort of history. Like even Moira was kind of like well, y'all history is pretty evident, but let's put it aside, right? She's like, yeah, we have a thing to do. And then Baelgrim dies and the female's real sad, but it's like, you know, just one of those cool, like there's definitely some emotions involved, you know, throughout the whole storyline. So I like that. I guess what else? So I'm at 79. I'm like 2 bars into 79 right now. I've just been playing really, really slow and just enjoying everything. I'm almost done with the Ringing Deeps, and I have to say, like, I really, really like this zone. So I've heard some comments like, oh, is there like caverns? I have not felt that vibe at all. I do not hit the ceiling. I have no trouble flying. I know, Woolly, when you had beta, I had asked you, like, what's it like going down the Coreway and stuff? And you're like, oh, it's different. It's better. It's not like Rathion's asshole. Remember, like, I was always like, oh, I'm crashing into the walls.
The twists and turns are so much easier.
They're so much easier, and it's just really, like, visually more stunning. And then you come out of the tunnel, and you're like, what? It's all open. It's amazing. I thought it was funny that, like, some of these areas do have these cool kind of, like, jungle-y parts. Also, where the kobolds live. Tell me that's not, like, a Lost Boys island on some Peter Pan shit with some rope bridges and some giant candles. I was like, yes, dude, I love this place. I love the kobolds. Those side quests are amazing. If you haven't done the kobold, dude, you got to do that shit. They're awesome. I've always liked the kobolds, right? And people were kind of like, oh, we don't know much about them and all this stuff. I don't care if I know much about them. I always thought they were cute. So, big old kobold quest chain. That was cool. They live in the jungle. That reminds me a lot of, like, places that we've seen before, like Ungoro Crater and Shalazar Basin, and those were some of my favorite zones, which I think is funny because there were like wells of eternity there, like lore specs. So I am interested to see what's going on in like the Ringing Deeps with the jungles. It seems like jungles are kind of hotspots for like wells of eternity and things like that. So just kind of putting that down, I think it would be cool. God, what else? I kind of want to finish up. You know, got a little bit of gear, did the delves. I think I said that. And then, oh, that high speaker guy, that asshole who sent Speaker Brinth up to the surface. Right? So like if you see the end of that campaign, you're gonna see what an asshole he actually is. But can we just start calling Speaker Brinth fucking Speaker Draka? Because you guys know it's Deborah Wilson, right?
Sure, except I don't want her to step on me. That would be a lot heavier than Draka. She's made out of solid rock.
Thralls mom has got it going on. Anyways, yeah, so Deborah Wilson does the voice for Speaker Brinth, which I like a lot because love me some Deborah Wilson. So and we've talked about that before, so go look her up. She's amazing. And then what else? Oh, just a couple. I think before I sign off, I will just say a couple of the just like cool things that I've seen. Did you guys see the Shoeduck?
Shoeduck?
You didn't see the Shoeduck?
I did not see a Shoeduck.
Okay, so in what is that Ringing Deep city called? Like Gundergaz or something like that? And Gundergaz or something. So you go into one of the inns or shops or something, and there's a goblin, like proprietor. You have a quest for him. You click on him, and you're doing the quest, and all of a sudden there's like a little talk to me like icon, and you're like, what's up with the Shoeduck? And so you click on it, and he says the Shoeduck is not for sale. And so then you click on that, and it says, but how did he get the shoes? And the goblin gets really mad, and he goes, I told you, the Shoeduck is not for sale. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? So I start looking around. I'm looking in every corner. Way up on a shelf behind this guy's head is a duck. I'm hoping it's stuffed. It looks like a duck, like the kind we finally started seeing in Dragonflight. And it's got these funky little like leather boots on. And his name is just Shoeduck. And he's just sitting up there.
Is it one word or two?
I can't remember. It's the Shoeduck. You can man, I should have made the link. I feel so bad. He's on WoW Wiki. You can just Google like World of Warcraft the Shoeduck and you'll see.
Googling that.
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, he's wild. Oh, and then what else? I think there was like one more thing. Oh, and I don't know if this is a joke. I wish it wasn't, but I was doom scrolling today. And this is what's crazy is it was dropped by Wowhead though. So I'm like, I don't know, it could be real. So there's a picture going around of Khadgar in a wheelchair, and the Wowhead like quote on the post just said, "Rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated, champion." So don't think that me and Johnny Tips were right about him being taken as a prisoner of Xal'atath. Apparently, he might just be in a wheelchair. But hoping he's not dead.
Comment on this.
Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, you might know more than me.
I've not played the campaign, but I cannot comment on this.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the jack.
Well, no, you can. I just said you. I thought you said you had something to say about it.
Let's just say the campaign answers the question. Oh
no, it's Xal'atath in a wheelchair. Fuck.
Yes.
God damn it. Fuck! Why did I fall for that? God damn it! Fucking Blizzard.
I'd
God,
still
fuck
hit
you.
it.
I'm quitting this game. I'm logging off right now. I'm out of here.
I'd still hit it. Xal'atath in a wheelchair.
I know
I'd
you
still hit
would.
it.
You fucking simp. Oh, and I'll just.
I mean, I would too, man.
I guess I'll just wrap up by saying that I really am enjoying, and I think Boomy touched on this earlier, about how like the slower pace of the story unfolding, because we know it's going to take 3 expansions. I think that feels good. It feels good.
Yeah.
It gives me a little grace to take more time with things. And I know eventually like each expansion is going to end, but like even Metzen was like, we're not going to see Xal'atath is not the big boss, the big bad right now. Like, we have all day to do that shit, and they're gonna take all day to do it, and you're just gonna be laying there on the sheets, getting increasingly wet and getting done for it like all day long. And it feels really good to me. It does. I don't feel as rushed. I feel like I don't know, the expansion just feels really good, even as a solo player, you know? So many options. Like, I haven't joined a single dungeon group yet. And I know I'm only 79, but that's my prerogative. That's what I mean, is I'm enjoying taking the time, and it's just, I think it's going really great. So I'm enjoying it 11 out of 10, honestly, so far.
Fuck yeah.
10 out of 10 beards is what I've given it.
10 beards out of 10. What about like a, no, pubic beard, not a thing. Never mind, not going there. A beard.
It can be a thing. Don't worry.
Also, Shoeduck is the new episode title, just saying, because all hail Shoeduck.
He's so cute. Did you see him?
He's not for sale.
Isn't he amazing?
I also just realized I summoned Craigbot in the wrong channel, so that's exciting.
That's why he dipped at us? Wait.
I don't know exactly what happened here.
Are we okay, though?
Oh, yeah, he's still in the recording channel.
Oh, good. Okay.
I usually summon him through the host chat channel so that the thing doesn't take up space in general channel. But, you know. Okay, so for what I've been up to, first, I want to point out an idea I had. Everybody hates underwater zones. Vashir comes to fucking mind. Okay, everybody who has a correct opinion hates underwater zones.
I like Vashir too.
You can all suck my ass. Okay, fine.
Woolly hates underwater zones.
I hate underwater zones. I hate underwater zones because it's a pain in the ass thinking in like 360 like that. But that said, the biggest problem I had was without the seahorse mount, and I'm thinking back to Cataclysm, moving around down there sucked. And honestly, even with the seahorse mount, I felt really slow. Because when you have an underwater zone, you have so much more space to work with, and you end up with a bigger zone. We have a handful of mounts that can ride around underwater, right? We've got the seahorse, we've got the druid aquatic form. I think one of the fishies can swim. I don't know if the evil fishy can swim.
There's some manta rays, and there's some turtles that are actually, as a GG from Blizz, they made them really slow on land. But if you're in water, they go, oh, I have a few of them, and I think I talked about that once on an episode, not to distract you, but yeah, they walk really slow on purpose, and then you get in the water, and they're like, whee!
Well, my point here is, why not, since we already have skywriting for up in the air, why not have underwater, like, something like that for underwater mounts, where you can just zoom the fuck around? I see no reason not to do that. None at all. Blizzard, please. Please, please. Sucky, sucky, $5.
It's like a submarine.
Ian, your boyfriend, is asking you to do something nice. Come on.
Yeah, man. All I got was a fist bump, man. I need more than that.
Give him underwater dragon flying. I would, if I had that, I would zoom immediately into the whale shark investor and get my ass handed to me.
If they added that to the game, I guarantee you first place I'm going is Vashir, because it's so wide open and you can just swim everywhere. Anyway, as for what I've actually been up to, I've been doing a shitload of dungeons. I finished leveling, I got to 80, and I started doing heroics immediately. I actually ran several with Johnny Tips just the other day. And gotta say, my guild wants us to have a minimum of item level 571 to begin raiding on. We're hitting it the 14th. And that was easy as fuck to get. I have since been basically farming Valor Stones out of whatever source I can get them, which is a lot of places, trying to upgrade beyond that. I don't want to just do the minimum. I want my name up toward the top of that damn damage meter, which we've got some really good players, so it might not anyway, and I'm still getting used to the way that Hellcaller plays, which, by the way, Blizzard put out a little bit of nerf to Hellcaller. There is now an internal cooldown on an ability that fundamentally changes the way you play, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I got used to something. Whatevs. So I have been just, working on the gear, trying to upgrade. We'll see what happens. I actually plan to stream that first raid. So if you want to watch it, y'all, go to twitch.tv/Woolly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y, on Thursday, September 14th. I'll be going live about, I want to say 7:15 Central Time, because the raid begins at 8 o'clock Central Time, and I like to get on as soon as I can. So that is where you can watch that. What else I've been doing is, honestly, actually professions. I went and trained herbing and alchemy right away. Haven't been doing shit with alchemy, but I've been flying around in my shredder. Always do it with a shredder, so you don't have to keep dismounting and remounting. And selling them on the auction house, not saving them to learn alchemy, because fucking gold, bro. I've actually had a lot of designs, too, speaking of the auction house, like schematics for engineering or crafting patterns drop, and I'm like, I'm not going to use this. Auction house, take it, give me gold. So that's been kicking ass there. There is a ton to do in the game, and that is great. And I don't feel pressured to do all of it, and that is nice. Because, like, I don't want to... I like having a lot of options to choose from. Some people out in the community might see that and think, well, I have to do all of those or I'm not gonna perform. And guess, my friend, you don't have to. You choose to. But I'm not touching that argument with a 10-foot dick. I just like where it is right now. I've been doing delves. I've been doing heroics. I've been upgrading my gear. And I noticed while doing all of this that Dornegal has a fucking crotch. And I said that in the Discord channel. And they were like, what the hell? Dornegal's crotch? What are you talking about? Here's the thing, all right? If you look at the map for Dornegal while you're in it, there's like a big X, right? And a lot of the stuff we use is sort of in the middle of that X, but toward the bottom of it. So I realized that where those two lines intersect is where I have to go to get my bearings. It's the crotch. It's Dornegal's crotch. It's literally a crotch. And that's awesome. Dornegal has a crotch. So that's what I meant by that. The other thing I've been wrestling with is my mount indecision. I love the Onyxian Drake. I love the Swift Zulian Tiger. I love the modeled Drake. So I've been using the modeled Drake for my flying mountain for not flying. As much as I love the Zulian Tiger, it doesn't really fit thematically with my Blood Elf Warlock, so I don't use it. And instead, I'm just running around on the Netherlord's Accursed Wrathsteed, I believe it's called, the purple one. And sure, kind of boring, but I actually like that mount. I know it can fly, I just prefer to fly around on a dragon. The modeled Drake, incidentally, I wish I could find the card. I legitimately got from a card from the WoW trading card game. I'm so happy about that. I didn't have to get it on the auction house or the black market auction house or however else people get it. Fuck yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. Oh, and I plan, the second I get shooting on this in the news later, I am absolutely going to be a Drakthir Warlock. It's happening. It's fucking going to happen. I'm so pleased. You guys want to do the mixed drink of the week?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Fuck
It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody to please only partake of the mixed drink of the week, or any alcohol for that matter, if you're of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any dumb shit that may befall you as a result of your own dumb shit. We have embarked on a new drink series starting last week, although this week is the first with the spiffy new background music. And we are going through final bosses of raids in order from vanilla up to present. This week we are at Onyxia, and I have the drink this week. And I am very excited to tell you what it is. But first, I want to hear guesses from Gershom and from BoomyNation. What do you guys think? Boomy first.
Yes.
Oh, God. I'm not a mixed drink person. I take my drink straight. But it's got to have like some, is it purple moonshine and Dr. Pepper?
All right. That's a guess. Gershom, yours?
Okay, it's definitely gonna have the black purple Mountain Dew because it's Woolly. You're going to add a shot of Jaeger, and you're gonna leave a little bit on top for that flaming 151 to come in hot and get thrown in there. So the idea is that I think the Jaeger, not only is it one of your favorite drinks, but it has that licorice taste, and I'm like licorice whip, like tail whip. I'm thinking of a dragon, and then it's purple, and then you have fire. So that would be the Onyxia.
So that was a very good guess. Not the way I went with it though. So first off, this drink is not only meant to be a party drink, it is meant to be a party game, like a drinking game. So basically, in the cup itself, you have a shot of Kraken because it's dark, and I'll explain how everything correlates in a minute. And you mix in just Coca-Cola and squirt in some purple Kool-Aid liquid. You know how they make those little squirtable Mio things, except this is Kool-Aid. You
Wouldn't
can
be
put as much or as
without a
little.
squirt. Yeah.
What?
I said it wouldn't be a party without a squirt.
Oh, fuck yeah. So you put some of that in, right? As much or as little as you want. So you got your Coca-Cola, shot of Kraken, and Kool-Aid Liquid. Where this becomes a game is everybody who's playing has it, and you're drinking it. At a certain point, a pre-designated person yells, "Many whelp handle it!" Or actually, "Many whelp handle it!"
Yes.
And at that point, everybody has 2 shots of Kraken waiting for them. They immediately have to shoot both of them and then chug the rest of their drink and then drop it and put the cup on the table upside down. The last person to put the cup on the table upside down has to do whatever punishment the group would come up with them. If it were my friends back in the day, Mom, don't listen to the show, it would have been take a naked lap around the fucking building.
If it were my friends, it becomes some type of 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh my lord. Now, I will say, because I need to go pick my daughter up after this, I'm not doing the 2 shots of Kraken. And in fact, I only did half a shot. I already drank it. It was really good. There are a couple other options for how to drink this if you're not doing it as part of the game. You can shoot the 2 shots, then chug the entire drink just to, like, you know, flex, I guess.
Just to go get arrested later.
Yeah. Or you could just plain mix the extra shots into the drink. Or drink half the cup, take 1 shot, pour the other shot into the cup, and drink the other half, whatever. However
I think the
you
point
wanna
is
do it.
you're drinking a whole lot of booze if you're
Yep.
drinking this one. Wow. Do you want me to send you off? Actually, Boomy should send you off.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh shit, I forgot what it's called.
Oh no! You need some
It's
help?
all good.
Okay,
It's all good.
here we go.
Gershom, you
Over
can
the
do it.
lips, through the gums. Look out, asshole.
Many web handle it. I actually already drank it. It was tasty.
Many infant to go get. Don't handle it. Go get your kid.
Right.
Be sober. There you go.
So,
That
to
sounds
put
good,
it
though.
succinctly, everybody, you get a red solo cup of Coca-Cola with a little bit of Kool-Aid grape liquid mixed in there, as much or as little as you want. A shot of Kraken is already mixed into that cup. And then halfway through, a pre-designated person will yell, "Many WEP handle it," and then everybody has to take the 2 shots, chug the rest of their drink, and put it upside down on the table. And then the last person to do that loses. That is the party game and the drink, Onyxia.
I'd play.
Next week, Oh
we
yeah.
play? Oh hell yeah!
I legit want to play this game.
I just realized Circle of Death is only gonna last like one fucking circle for me now that I'm older. Oh, shit. If I had to take 2 shots of Kraken back to back and then chug a drink, I might be like, you know what, y'all, I'm good.
You know what?
Many snores. You handle it.
I completely forgot that I was going to explain the different reasons for what I've chosen here. Okay, so the Coca-Cola. Coke is just that classic cola that you want to drink, right? At her core, Onyxia is a black dragon. There is a version of her that could have been that classic black dragon, heir to Neltharion, helping him with the Earth Water stuff. She could have been amazing. But she was corrupted. The purple Kool-Aid represents the void that corrupted first Neltharion and then all the other corrupted black dragons. And the Kraken just represents her fucking power. She's got the power within her, and she passes on that power in her whelps. Her little baby dragons that come out and kick your ass unless you're dumb enough to run through their tunnel. Or you get feared into it or something. So yeah, that is where all those choices came from.
You definitely said the thing about getting feared through the tunnel because it never happened to you. Never. I mean, it never happened to me
never
either.
Once.
Nope, never.
I will say the only time I ever raided Onyxia, other than going back for the mount, which only drops from the level 80 version, by the way, because I don't think they even let you do the 40-man in-game anymore. But I did raid it when they made the remake at 80 in Wrath, or was that 85 in Kata? I don't know. But God, that raid is just iconic. Onyxia is iconic. I can't say enough about Onyxia. That Drake is so cool. That mount, if you guys don't have the Onyxian Drake, it's one of the coolest fucking mounts in the game. Go farm Onyxia's lair over and over until you get the mount.
So pretty. If you ever wanted a purple mount, this is your girl. she's that great purple lowrider. Oh, she looks so good. Yeah, love that mount.
Honestly, when I switch my warlock to a Drakthir, it's going to be a really hard decision whether to do my flying as myself as a Drakthir or as on the Onyxian Drake or the modeled Drake. Yeah. That's a hard choice to make.
Until I got Scary Fish, Onyxia Drake was always my go-to for like a purple mount. Like I know there's others, but I was like, just when you want that pure lustrous purple, yeah, you gotta have her.
All right, so next week's mixed drink of the week is going to be Gershom with Nefarian. And this is vanilla Nefarian, not Cataclysm Nefarian. There's a difference. One of them is undead. Wait a minute. Is he the final boss of the Cataclysm one? I don't think so.
Well, no, he's not the final. Well, he's the final boss of the Cataclysm. I don't remember what the dungeon's called, but when you go up there and he's like, speaking of Onyxia, he's like, Onyxia, my sister, and you have to go down and fight her, and he's flying around. She's like undead. That's Kata, right? Yeah. That's not vanilla.
Uh-oh, did your mic crap out on you again?
Which one do I have to do? Vanilla, right?
Your mic crapped out for a while, but you're back. You're back. Awesome.
Sorry, which one do I have to do? The vanilla one?
Yeah, the vanilla one. We're going.
Is that the undead one or the not undead one?
The not undead one. I'm actually looking up right now what the Nefarian one was called in Cataclysm.
I was gonna say I could look up the fight on YouTube and I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Blackwing Descent, they called it. This is an article from Cataclassic, so it came up pretty easily.
I'll look it up and make sure I have the right one. Because there was one I farmed for a long time, but that was I was farming the Cataclysm one. I don't know if I ever did that in Classic.
I think that is the right one, because I remember just going into a cave and she was there, and after 5 times I got her and left.
Oh yeah, no, that's the Onyxia's lair. That was never on debate as far as I'm aware. Anyway, let's move on to the WoW news, because there's some pretty good shit going on. Yeah.
Time for WoW news, motherfuckers.
All right, so we are already at an hour, so let's try not to cream our jeans too hard over all these things. However, up first, I want to talk about Blizzard's 20th anniversary thingy that they're doing for World of Warcraft.
Splish.
Blizzard put out a WoWcast talking about the 20th anniversary event coming up, which they have not given a date for. I don't know if it's on PTR yet, but I don't think so. But it's coming soon-ish. And it's going to last longer than previous anniversary things. I don't know if they said how long, but longer. Some of the key things I want to talk about, well, not necessarily talk about, but point out, what I'm most excited about, well, not most excited about, but one of the things I am seriously jazzed over is updated tier 2 transmog pieces. My warlock is currently running around in the Nemesis gear. That's this black and purple, I mean, not black and purple, green and purple warlock set. Green and purple is my fucking jam. That is my Twitch channel colors too. It's amazing. I cannot wait for an up-resed version of that. And for all you paladins out there, yes, that is judgment armor. You can get modern-looking judgment armor during the anniversary event. Speaking of, Blackrock Depths raid is going to be a thing during this event. It is a 10 to 15 player raid. There's going to be 8 main bosses, 5 mini bosses, and there's going to be 3 difficulties of it. So there's going to be LFR, yeah, normal, and heroic. So even if you don't do raids, but you want to see this, you can do LFR and watch people argue with each other about who fucking, I don't know, pissed off. What the hell was his name? The guy with the eggs. The very first
Leroy
boss.
Jenkins. That guy?
Nope, not that guy.
Oh. Wasn't
the
that
first
boss
boss
there though? Sorry.
I think that was a dungeon, actually, but the BRD raid, what the fuck was that boss? Why am I blanking on this? It was the very first boss. You go into the raid, you're basically in his room, there's eggs all over the room, he's standing on one end, a bunch of assholes are standing on the other end. You go in there, somebody's got to mind control the boss so he can eat all the eggs so they don't explode and kill you or something.
Damn, dude remembers that fight. I don't even remember the boss.
I remember the fight. I don't remember what the name is.
Wasn't Leroy Jenkins though.
It was not.
I feel like people are like screaming that because he's. I'm
like
looking this shit
listeners
up.
are yelling at you right this second.
I'm looking this up right now. BRD first.
As
boss.
we all feverishly type in.
Y'all can. I'm not. I'm waiting for you all to give me the answer.
Come on. Load. I'm a fucking idiot. I misunderstood
Rocore?
shit. Okay, this is not the raid that Nefarian was in. This is Blackrock Depths as a dungeon is being made into a raid. So that's the one where you kill fucking Tharzan at the end. Dagran's daddy-o. No, I was thinking of an entirely different instance. I was thinking of Nefarian's raid, and I got it mixed up because of tier 2 stuff. So no, we're not gonna be doing a Nefarian's raid again, whatever the fuck that Blackwing Lair. It's not Blackwing Lair. It's Blackrock Depths. The dungeon is a raid. I was wrong. That's gonna have 8 bosses, 5 mini bosses, LFR normal and heroic. That dungeon has never been a raid before. This is some kind of Season of Mastery stuff that's gonna be put into the game, which is gonna be cool. And then you're gonna go in there and kill Dagran Thorzan II's father right in front of him, and he's gonna be like, Daddy, Daddy, no. And you're gonna be like, shut up, nerd. Even though Dagran's my boy.
Take this book.
There's also...
Take this book. You'll be
Read
fine.
this fucking book and shut your mouth. Read it.
Oh, I love him. I like him a lot right
Yeah.
now. Sorry.
Same.
I really want him to grow up to have a kid with somebody from the Wildhammer clan.
And then
so
they'll
that
just
there'll
own
be-
all the dwarves.
Exactly.
Not own, but yeah,
Unite
he would
them.
just be the king of everything.
King of dwarves or queen.
He is the dwarven king. He can do anything.
There's also going to be a Gates of Encourage world event. So basically, there's going to be invasions in Silithus from either the Scourge, the Legion, or the Karaji. And there are going to then be Tichondrius as a world boss, Osirian, and Kel'Thuzad. I believe those are supposed to correlate with their respective invasions. What I read wasn't entirely clear about that. Another really cool thing they're putting in, people wondered if they were ever going to do this, classic dungeon time walking. That's right. They are putting... What's that?
I was just like, yeah, I was just making a good noise. I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, friend. It's going to be Dead Mines, Zul'Farrak, Dire Maul, 2 wings of it, not the whole fucking thing. That would take forever. Strathome, 2 wings of it, not the whole thing. That would take for fucking ever. But you'll be able to get Baron Rivendare's Death Charger. So basically, those dungeons, and then after the anniversary event, it's still going to be part of the normal time walking rotation. They are also doing things that previously the anniversary event stuff was down in the bottom of the Caverns of Time. Now they have also a bunch of stuff outside. One of those things I'm excited for because I miss people doing this in major cities. It sometimes happens still, I bet. Is Mount Mania. Basically, you're trying to do a mount off. Somebody will be like, oh yeah? Well, I have the friendship moose from WAD. And you'll be like, oh yeah? Well, I have the Swift Zulian Tiger. You can't get that anymore. And then obviously you're going to win with the tiger because, come on. Unless somebody has the Spectral Tiger. So that's going to be neat. I want to do that.
There's going to be like a Fashion Famous too. So like, I don't know. So like Roblox has this mode called Fashion Famous where they give you a theme and you make like a costume based on things that are like in the area that you unlock as you go. So I don't know if when we're making these mogs for the contest, if we're going to be able to use like our own armory or if there's going to be like basic pieces laying around. I'm not sure yet, but there is going to be like basically like a fashion contest. A little different from Trial of Style though. There's not Trial of Style. Exactly. So they're going to give you like a theme and then you're going to make these mogs and like run out on the stage and get judged for them somehow. So yeah,
and those are not the only 2 events that are happening in that area, just the 2 coolest that I think anyway. We're also seeing again Korak's Revenge go into fucking god damn it, what was that battleground called? Not Arathi Basin. Something.
Alterac Valley.
Alterac Valley. God damn, I'm an idiot.
Sorry, I was AFK for a second. I'm like, what? Korak? It's Alterac Valley. What do you mean?
Alterac Valley. If it's as good for leveling as it has been in the past, get in there and get your alts up. You could fucking use that to get your earthen leveled up if you're feeling like waiting. I haven't even unlocked them yet, so I might end up doing that. Now, this is technically a different piece because it was announced separately, but Blizzard announced what the classes are going to be that Drakthir are getting, and that they are coming with the 20th anniversary celebration patch, which is 11.0.5. So, those classes are Hunter. We don't know what the pet will be. That'll be cool. I hope it doesn't turn out to just be, you know what? I bet it's going to be that unicorn, dragon, lizard, goat thing. Hunter, rogue, priest, mage, warrior, and fuck yeah, warlock. Honestly, none of these are surprising choices to me. I'm quite pleased. In the post, they said undertaking one of these new classes as a Drakthir will allow you to choose between fighting as a Drakthir or fighting in Visage form by activating Visage, which switches you between forms. You can additionally choose to toggle on Chosen Identity, which will automatically shift you into Drakthir form when entering combat and Visage form when leaving combat. That said, evokers, you are still going to be fighting in Drakthir form. You don't get to change it. This being the case, with allowing different classes, they have changed the racials a little bit. The cooldown on tail swipe has been doubled. It was 1.5 minutes, and now it's 3. Kind of a big one, but I guess you don't want to have too many people having extra interrupts that are too often to use when you are, like, if I have my my little fel puppy out and he bites them and they stop casting, and I already also have that insta fear. I don't need this third one to come up super often and constantly have that available. You got to be able to have some element of brain power going into your gameplay, so I get it. They've also done the same thing to wing buff it. It's the same numbers, 1.5 minutes up to 3. If you use wing buff it while you're in your visage form, you're not going to shoot into Dracthyr form. It's going to display like a wing effect around you. So that's neat. So basically what I'm saying is both of those spells or racials, whatever you want to call them, are not going to automatically put you in Dracthyr form, except of course Evokers. How I'm not sure they're going to handle Soar, because they didn't mention it. Soar being the one where you fly around as a Dracthyr. I would imagine that's going to automatically pop you into your Dracthyr form, because how the fuck are you supposed to fly without your wings like that? Although magic, I don't know. But there is also going to be a new skywriting talent put in there, specifically for Dracthyr, called Squadron, which sounds kind of neat. There can be up to 2 additional Dracthyr players, not NPCs, players, that can choose to join in your flight formation with you. What it seems like to me is if you've ever played Apex and you're dropping into the map, all 3 of you are there together and one person is controlling it. Kind of sounds like that. So that's neat. They have also clarified then that all the new Dracthyr classes will still be able to double jump and glide, which is badass. I don't have to worry about, oh shit, I dismounted. Am I soul stoned? Nope. Yep, I'm about to die. I always forget to soul stone.
I forget, and then I start to remember right as I'm about to die, and I'm trying to cast it. It's like a 10-second cast, and I'm like, fuck, I'm dead. God damn it.
What's bad if you accidentally dismount super high up and you have no way to cast it, even though you would have time on the way down.
I've never done that. What do you mean? You jump, like
Everybody
you fall off your mount while you're flying?
There have been one or two times.
Never.
Okay, so my mounting up
No,
button
and dragon
is...
flying too. Yes, no, I'm being sarcastic. I hope you...
Oh.
Oh,
I was gonna say...
No, when you're dragon flying, like sometimes I'll go to hit like surge forward or whatever, and I'll hit dismount on accident and totally fall off in like the middle. Yes.
Yeah, what I was saying though is like my mount is bound to my side button on my mouse. So every now and then when I'm flying, I'll accidentally click it and dismount. Whoops. So, 2 really cool things coming for Dracthyr Priests. This is badass. So, Dark Ascension, right? For the Shadow Priest. When you're a Dracthyr and you're in Dracthyr form, it's going to put this cosmic-ass purpley void effect on your wings. It's fucking badass. Wowhead did a couple little video snippets of it, and they showed that you can still see it when you have your shadow form equipped, which is cool. Meanwhile, on the flip side, I believe that's just Holy. I don't think Disc gets this. If Disc gets this, I'm a really bad Disc priest. Meanwhile, for Holy Priest, Apotheosis will put a glowy gold shimmery light effect on the wings. So it's essentially the same thing for both specs, but void versus light. This also is going to happen during Ultimate Penitence. So it's fucking cool. It's really fucking cool. Now, there is one thing I don't like. Now, if anybody remembers or cares, I previously said that I think the way to have Dracthyr suddenly be new classes is to be like, yeah, well, they got out into the world and they learned new things. That's not what they're doing. And I don't like this. It's like a different starting experience, right? It's like one quest, but you wake up still on the Forbidden Reach, still coming out of stasis. This does take place after Dragonflight, at least, so you're not like mysteriously a rogue during Dragonflight. Apparently, Emberthal has decided to come back to the Forbidden Reach and find hidden creches of Drakthir who are still in stasis and wake them up. And it's like, I'm sorry, what? We literally just went out into the world, leaving a significant fighting force still asleep? We didn't wake them up and have them join us? The Primalists were getting pretty fucking scary. Could have used their help. All right. Anyway, somehow these Drakthir sort of quote-unquote remember how to do these other class thingies, and I take some issue with that. Like, why would an Eltharion-era Drakthir have learned how to use the Light, or the Fel, or the Arcane? It just makes less sense than what I would have done. That former Evoker thing, assumed to be a veteran of the events of Dragonflight, and then they're like, I want to learn more shit. That's simple. It makes much more sense. What do you do for a starting area? Maybe you do the same thing. No, not the same thing. What would I have done for a starting area? You go through... No. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I'm not going to come up with that. I could think of something. I haven't. But it would have made more sense than this. Not that this doesn't make sense, just I don't like it. That, it's not worth getting super worked up about, you know, but it just does stick in my craw just a little bit. Still, though, if I can make a Dracky Drak Warlock, I'll take it. If that's my worst issue, cool. That all said, they try to make it make a little more sense. Emberthal's got some flavor text, and it's based on your chosen class. That sort of implies not all the Drakthir Neltharion made were evokers. So some of the text feels a little weak, some makes a little bit more sense. Like warriors, for example. The Drakthir were intended to be an army, and you would have been a warrior on the front lines. You will have to choose a new cause to fight for. That makes sense. You see those videos of what we later in the video realize is that battle that was depicted in the book. If you haven't read or listened to War of the Scaleborn, do it. It's cool. But they weren't all Drakthir. We saw they had like axes and shit, and they were chopping up stuff. So I guess a little bit warrior makes sense for that. Why would a Drakthir have been a warlock though? That doesn't make sense. I'm not going to dispute it
about that. You guys would have a better answer for that one.
The Fel did not come up in any way, shape, or form during the events of War of the Scaleborn.
That's why it would have made sense to like somehow have had some Drakthir like be like in other parts of the world somehow, even if it was like a secret, like, oh, I woke up here. Maybe like the stasis they were put into was like universe wide. Like every motherfucking Drakthir on Azeroth is going to sleep now. And you happen to have like been out doing something, or maybe it was even before the Sundering and things were much closer than they are now, right? So like now things are oceans and oceans apart. But say you were put to sleep before the Sundering, right? Somewhere where the Fel came down and interrupted your sleep, and then you get rezzed, and it's like, oh, now like what the fuck am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna go make a living with it. Basically, like, I mean, just that's a hole. There's so many holes in my shit, but you get what I'm saying, Wooly.
I do get what you're saying. I also feel like it would have been so much better if I just thought of it. If they had these new class Drakthir just start in either Orgrimmar or Stormwind, and either Cinderthresh or Azurathel, depending on the faction, is there to be like, hello, Evoker. Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant, percent class, the fucking code thing. I heard you are trying something new. Well, tickle my balls, but you can't be an Evoker anymore, or some shit like that, and then you go from there. That would have been good.
I gotta hear Boomy's idea of how you wake up as a warlock.
I have been thinking about this. They haven't been touched by the Fel. However, Big Daddy Pooh, Deathwingo, or Deathwing, did play with the old gods. So we're dealing with the Void. What if they made like a hybrid class of Void Lock? So you're not dealing with Fel energies, but you're dealing with void energies. So it's kind of like if you take a priest and a warlock, and you have an orgy with a lizard, and you have a void lock. I think that would make more sense.
Get it right in the cloaca.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still feel like the Fel would have had to have like a stronger influence though, somehow. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Like
think
the
within a
Sundering. The Sundering happened during all that time. The War of the Ancients was going on. They could put something in there to make that part of it.
That's when I brought that up. That's why I specifically brought up the Sundering, because I was like, okay, look, like I know we've been going for a long time and we got to wrap it up for the swingers, but this has been so much fun. But like it was a Pangea before the Sundering, and so like everything blew it apart. So it's not that far fetched that there was some Jack there just sort of taking a stasis snooze that Neltharion put on him while he was down there hanging out, you know, getting his elementium plates and everything, and like getting the dragon soul. Like it all kind of makes sense. You could definitely tie it together.
Have them start in Deep Home, for God's sake.
Right, something.
Okay, we need to move on. We are like an hour and a half here. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to axe the game that I wanted to play, which sucks because it was going to be a lot of fun. So I'll just get through the rest of the news really quick. Shaman are getting some love. They're getting new Ascendance forms in that same patch, so 11.0.5. And basically, you don't really get to choose. It's based on spec. So there is a new water-looking form for Resto, new fire form for Elemental, and a new wind, air, whatever you want to call it, form for Enhancement. And they kind of look like scary ghost monsters, but with elements to them. So, I don't know. I'm sure at some point, maybe Blizzard will give the Shamans an option to go back to how it is now. I feel like maybe they should, you know, just for the sake of player customization. And next up, esports and stuff, right? AWC and MDI, Arena World Championship first. Cup 1 of the AWC is broadcasting September 27th to the 29th. Then they're going to be doing Cups 2, 3, and 4 every respective week after that. How this works is the top 3 teams from each of those cups then go on to the Season 1 Grand Finals, which will be November 16th and 17th. The bottom 5 teams are going to go to what they're calling the AWC Gauntlet, basically the loser's bracket, whop. And on November 15th, they're going to battle it out for a chance at $20,000 USD. The winner of that then can get their way back into the grand finals to go at that $300,000 prize. So theoretically, the winning Gauntlet team could also win the grand finals and get a total of $320,000. Kind of gives the incentive to fuck up in the first round, right? Maybe not. I don't know. With the MDI, the Mythic Dungeon Invitational, or no, International they're calling it now. They are starting time trials with open registration on October 16th. Actually, the registration is open now. Get your ass to Raider.io if you have a team that you want to try it out. The top 16 teams are going to go into the MDI groupings, right? So the winner of each of these groups, and there's technically 3 groups, I'll get to that in a second. Winner of each group, except for one of them, gets $30,000 USD, and the top 3 teams from each of those groups go on to the global finals. Now, the reason the third group does not get that $30,000 prize is because China has their own group. Don't want to touch that with a 10-foot dick. It's probably something to do with Chinese politics and American international stuff. I don't know. But the Chinese team will also consist of just 8 teams. No time, as far as I'm aware. Don't know how they're going to come up with those 8 teams. Don't know how they're going to whittle it down. Whatevs. But the top 2 teams, then, instead of the top 3 from the Chinese group, are going to go on to the finals. So you're going to have the top 3 from Group A, the top 3 from Group B, and the top 2 from the Chinese group. So that's a total of 8 teams going to the finals on November 22nd to the 24th with a grand prize of $200,000 USD. Now, if you want to watch Group A and Group B, that's running from November 1st to 3rd for Group A, and Group B is November 8th to 10th. And the one that sounds like poopin', the Great Push, they didn't give us information. They said information to come once the MDI finishes in November. So don't expect any information about the Great Push until late November. Now, something, I say now or so or whatever a lot, don't I? Anyway, Blizzard put out a post about playing solo, which our wonderful resident solo player Gershom herself, I feel like they're honoring people who play the way Gershom plays by making this post. And the post starts like this. With the release of The War Within, there are more ways than ever to carve your own path through the challenges and tales of World of Warcraft, and you can choose to take them on as a solo player. Whether you jump into follower dungeons or take on bite-sized challenges and delves, you can experience more of World of Warcraft your own way. And that's great. It gives people who love the game, like Gershom, but who don't really care for that much group content, a home. I'm so happy. I've been doing delves. I do a lot of solo stuff myself. The post then goes on to share details of solo gameplay, which is available in WoW, and they've got some really well detailed information in there. So, less than 3, Blizzard. Less than 3. That's a heart. Fuck, should we just do two truths and a lie? I really want to.
Just do it, man.
Yeah, just do it. I mean, I'm here. The Shoeduck is here.
Shoeduck.
All the kobolds are here.
All right. Well, let's play a game. Okay. So how 2 truths and a lie here is going to work is I'm going to share 2 true statements and 1 false statement. Correctly guess which one is the lie and you get a point. The first one of you to 3 points wins. In the event of a tie, as in if you both get to 3 the same time, the game is just going to continue until one person pulls ahead. If I run out of questions, I'm just going to say fuck it and declare it a tie.
Name me the champion because I'm your best co-host ever.
Obviously. Now these questions are going to be about WoW itself, either lore or gameplay, my history with the game because, you know, eat my ego sandwich, Ryan Reynolds' life, and battle pets.
Why is your question about Ryan Reynolds? I was looking at this, I'm like, why? I didn't understand.
Because the man is everywhere, okay? Also, there's nothing in here about battle pets. Okay, so just for an easy warm-up, I expect you both to get this one right. You have to tell me which one is the lie. A, I have played during every era except vanilla. B, my very first tune was a Night Elf Druid. C, my current main is a Drakthir. And it doesn't matter who answers first.
Are we supposed to DM or just answer?
You just answer.
And we're saying the lie?
Yes, you're telling me
the lie is the Drakthir one.
C.
Yep, you are both correct. Give you a easy warm-up free one. Next up. Question 2. During the events of Warlords of Draenor, or A, Khadgar died during the events of Warlords of Draenor and was then brought back to life in a side quest. B, a lot of content was cut from Warlords of Draenor, including a Shattrath City raid. C, Velen died during the events of Warlords of Draenor.
B.
A.
You're saying which is the lie, right?
Yeah.
A.
A is the lie.
Oh shit!
There was a lot of content.
I said the one that was true. Fuck. God damn it.
They cut so much of that because people got pissed.
I know, and I was like, that's true. I fucked up. God damn it.
Yeah, Velen did die during the events of WoD, but it wasn't our Velen. It was the alternate universe Velen.
It was still sad though.
Yeah. Okay. Boomy, you are one away from winning here.
Yes.
If you win on this, though, we're just going to keep going. 3. There have been many pop culture references made in WoW, including, and again, you're looking for the lie, A, a quest called Slay Logoon, in which you are told to kill a Wolvar named Logoon, as a reference to X-Men's Wolverine. B, the cooking achievement The Cake Is Not a Lie, referencing Portal. C, an NPC named Cash Matchum in Feralis surrounded by battle pets as a reference to Pokemon. Which one is the lie?
C is the lie.
B.
Boomy? Boomy says B.
I say B.
Gershom was correct.
Oh,
there is
really?
no NPC named Cash Matchum.
There should be.
There should be. I was very proud of making that one up.
That was good.
All right, number 4. A, Ryan Reynolds has played 2 different versions of Deadpool. B, Ryan Reynolds has a small dog named Kitty. C, Ryan Reynolds loves the Green Bay Packers. I'm actually not even counting this one for a point. I just thought it'd be funny as hell.
Ryan Reynolds hates the Green Bay Packers, so B is the lie.
That one's number C, or letter C.
Oh, sorry.
So
That one.
you think the Packers one is the lie, okay?
Yeah.
Boomy,
I have no clue, so I agree with Gersh.
you're both wrong.
Oh.
He does not have a small dog named Kitty. He actually loves the Green Bay Packers, apparently, according to what I read.
I love how you read about Ryan Reynolds in your spare time.
You know,
You want to talk about
I
it?
thought
He's
it was
like,
there
no, I didn't do that. No.
I fucking love Ryan Reynolds.
He's amazing.
I would read about Ryan Reynolds for fun without making content about it. The
He
man
is
is
good.
a treasure.
Go get y'all some Mint Mobile. Go for it.
Honestly, I've been thinking about it. I fucking hate my current carrier, and I'm not going to say who on the show. Unless I already have in the past, but whatever. All right, 5. This one might be difficult. I don't know for sure. A, Taryn Gregory has worked at Blizzard longer than Ian Hazakostas has. B, Ian Hazakostas has worked at Blizzard longer than Bethany Stout has. C, Holly Longdale was initially hired at Blizzard a month after Bethany Stout was. Which one is the lie?
Oh, shit.
C is the lie.
Okay.
A.
Boomy? You say A is the lie?
Yes.
Okay, Taryn has not worked there longer than Ian. Holly Longdale and Bethany Stout were actually hired at basically the same time, April 2020. So Gershom wins this.
Damn it.
I had just enough questions for this. That's awesome.
So I won the whole game? Shut up.
You won the game.
Dude, that's crazy.
Congratulations.
And also, like,
my life.
I do believe, as a side note, I know we're going on for a long time, but I think that Ian had something to do with hiring Taryn because, Boomy, you know this, I'm sure, but the way he started working for Blizzard was by winning that, like, make a cinematic contest.
The machinima stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And he was like the return to the Arathi or whatever. It was like a whole like Arathi human thing that was like a really famous video we all used to watch back in the day. It was on
Wait,
Newgrounds, I
really?
think. Oh, holy shit.
'Cause I
That's how
Googled
old
it.
it was. But
Wow.
yeah, he won a contest with that video and he got hired. He got hired for an internship and he's been working there ever since he was like 18 years old.
I didn't realize it was Ian. I thought Taryn
I
came
don't
in
know
before
if Ian had to do with hiring him, but I know Ian was there when
No,
Taryn Gregory
Taryn-
got that internship.
Are you sure about that? Because I Googled it. It said Ian has worked there longer. It said Taryn has worked there longer than Ian. I'm looking this up.
I don't know. I feel like
Because
I don't know. I've
this
seen like a
could
lot.
change
You
things.
know how it goes. I could totally be wrong.
I know Ian went to law school before.
Did he?
Yeah. I think it
Nice.
was like going to be a lawyer and then gaming.
Well, then gaming. I love it.
Okay,
really old,
so
Too
what I
much.
said, what I found is that Taryn joined in 2006 and Ian in 2008. I don't have more information to put in than
Hold
that.
on, I was wrong. No, I was wrong. Wow, that's so funny. I had a Mandela moment.
Honestly, in this
That's a trip.
situation, I'm glad you were wrong because it means I didn't fuck up the game.
No, I'm glad I was wrong too, because I could be walking around talking some bullshit and be totally wrong. So thank you. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay podcasting.
All right. Final thoughts, folks.
Boomy.
Final thoughts, man. I am jazzed for the 20th anniversary. I get to do things I wasn't able to do because I came in later than all y'all who've been there since day one. That's looking great. The war within so far is just stupidly amazing. It feels like Warcraft. They changed course and turned the ship, and I am happy with how things are going. So my beard is pleased. I can't wait to see where the story goes, and yeah, let's just go, y'all.
Hell yeah. Gershom, final thought.
Those webs will summon Nerubian's champion. Don't stand in them. I'm probably gonna keep standing in them, even though my beard tells me not to. My beard will say not to. That's my final thought. I'm still gonna stand in the fire.
Always
You know
listen
what?
to the beard.
Just make Bran be a healer and make him fucking deal with it.
He did. Anyway, he's a good healer. Anyways, bye, swingers.
My final thought, cockbeard. Boomy,
For real.
what do you have to promote? Your YouTube, your socials?
Hey, you pretty much can find me on YouTube. I just forgot. Yeah, duh. My name. YouTube at BoomyNation.com. And of course on the Twitters or X or whatever the fuck we're calling it these days as well. That's about it. That's what I do.
So that would be BoomyNation. Just in case there's any confusion.
He's also in our Discord at thrallsballs.com. Sorry, Willie, go ahead.
Sure is. Yep, that's part of the sign-off, too. So we're actually then going to get on out of here. You can go ahead and follow us in the social places. On Twitter and Instagram and Twitch, for that matter. I'll be there Thursday night. About 7:15 Central. You can follow me at Woolly08. 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y. Gershom on Twitter is at Hunter Gershom, Gershom. And the show itself is at ThrallsBallsPod on Twitter. Email us with any feedback or questions, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can also leave us feedback on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or even in a specialized reviews channel on our Discord server. Go to thrallsballs.com to find our link tree where all our relevant links, including Discord, can be found. Note, our URL might be experiencing issues at the moment. Hoping I can get these resolved soon. In the meantime, you can find a direct invite link to our Discord at the bottom of the show notes, or it's the top pinned tweet on our Twitter, at ThrallsBallsPod. Bye, we love you, be good.
Bye, swingers.
See ya.